Hello.
Hello.
Good
and
evening.
welcome to VG Live. We were going to play a sparkling new release.
Yeah, we couldn't be bothered. All the new games looked a bit boring, or we couldn't play them because of dull embargo. So
Yeah. We thought Dark Souls. I've not played Dark Souls, but you're well into your Dark Souls.
I've played Dark Souls quite a bit, but I thought let's play Dark Souls in pants.
Yeah. So I assume that's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's a club called One Bros, which is basically like it means that you are. If you're a One Bro, it means you finish the whole game.
A One Bro.
They're called One Bros.
Okay. Yeah.
It means you finish the whole game at level 1.
Okay.
Which I haven't done. Hang on a minute. Oh God, this is a piece. No, it's fine. I don't need to do this because if it's working
it's all
with the pad
pads.
already,
Yeah.
then it's
I
done.
tested it with all the pad. All right. What are we going to call our dude?
We're going to call
hang on.
him
I'll probably have to type
Jumbles.
for Jumbles?
J. Yes, please.
Like that.
Yep. Perfect.
All right.
Jumbles, and we're going to give him sex male.
Male, of course.
Sex,
So
male.
with the classes, because I've only like played the first wee bit of Dark Souls,
Yeah.
so I had no idea what any of this stuff is. Like Master Key, I've heard you want that. It sounds
useful.
pretty good.
It's useful. Basically, all this stuff is like it's not really set in stone. A lot of these items you can get in the game.
Right.
Apart from I think you can't get.
Tiny.
You can
It's
only get
so
the bottom
random. It seems so random.
It is. It is random. That's the thing is, if you don't know what you're doing, then
If you create like the wrong type of character, are you going to be screwed for the rest of the game?
Yeah, you can be. He's so happy. I love that guy. Jubilant
brilliant.
Katarina. I think my last character I played at home was one of them actually.
He's amazing.
Just because he's a cool dude.
Oh, that guy doesn't look healthy.
Because I think you can customize them a bit more.
Yeah.
But I like to just leave them as are really.
Far East Traveller. Oh, that's nice.
The hair is important, but as
You had a haircut today.
I did have
looking
a
very,
haircut,
very
yeah.
sharp.
Well, it's because my girlfriend cut last time and she didn't really do a very good job of it.
Is your girlfriend a hairdresser?
No, she's
No,
not.
alright.
She's not. She's sort of
She
an
has
artist
scissors.
slash a creative designer. Whatever.
Gotcha. Probably not the best kind of profession to be cutting hair.
It could be worse, to be honest.
Could be worse.
I'm gonna go for bowl cut.
bowl cut. That's good.
Wait, right.
Here we
so
are.
yeah, basically, just to give you an update, I am not going to try and do the level 1 thing. I'm going to level up, but I'm going to see how far I can get in the game without wearing any other clothing. I am going to allow
Sounds
myself a shield
Yeah.
and weapons.
Okay. Yeah. Weapons are kosher, but clothes, we must remain in this
We
garb.
must remain as we came into this world.
Now, to start off like that, because the other is that class specific to the deprived.
Well, the classes stuff doesn't really matter too much, right? Because
Right.
the classes is like what items you start with.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
The world.
I'm just going to skip through this.
Right.
Basically, it gives you. It
I've seen that intro. It's a nice intro.
doesn't really matter. The class you choose changes how easy it is at the start and
Yeah.
what you get to begin with. But basically, and the bit of your stats.
Right.
Yes,
But
indeed.
doesn't massively matter.
The dark side
So you've
brand
chosen to have the
of
master
Undead.
key, which opens doors.
Yeah, I've gone for the master key.
Oh my God! What's
Yeah,
holy
so,
moly?
Do you not know about this stuff?
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, basically in Dark Souls you are a zombie. You are an undead until you use humanity to come back.
Yeah.
But then every time you die, you're undead again.
So you start undead. Is that right?
Yes, you do.
Wow. All right, kill that guy.
I'm just going to quickly make it slightly brighter.
Yeah,
Because
alright.
I can't actually see
We've got bright
anything.
lights on us.
Okay.
There we go. Now we can see.
So now it's in the menu and
That's annoying when you slap the menu up and you're trying to do stuff. That's
yeah,
caught
well
me
no,
out
it's
a
because you
few
can't pause
times.
the game. So
Yeah.
it's, some people say it's annoying. Other people say it's the game.
Yeah,
me
that's
just
how
remember
games
how to
should
play
be.
this
No
one.
pausing.
Okay.
Rhino dancers come to laugh at you dying.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
what everyone's come
yeah.
to let me do. They might not know that's what they're here for, but that's pretty much what they're here for.
Saibutsu says, okay, good luck Jumbles, a man well known for loving the fresh air on his cheeks.
He does. He does. I love the fresh air on my cheeks. I miss Jumbles. But
Right.
actually, if you are aware of who Jumble is, we may have some. There's a possibility there could be some Jumbles related action or something similar very soon.
So you lit the bonfire there. Bonfires are your save points essentially, is that right?
Yeah, there's save points.
And
but,
you regain health.
but every time you use them, you get your health back, you
Yeah.
get your potions back,
Yeah.
but also it resets with the enemies.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
have you not played this game?
No.
Oh, Jesus, man.
In my previous job, I saw a lot of this game, but never properly played it.
This game is amazing.
Right.
This game is probably my favourite game ever.
I've heard it's pretty mental. It's pretty hardcore. I've watched lots of videos. I've watched a lot of videos. This guy's going to shoot you with his arrows. I know this bit. I know this bit.
I know that.
And then there's a boss coming up.
Yeah.
And then it's like you jump on his head or something. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
Cool.
much.
That's good. Minty hates the game with a passion for being the worst PC port in existence.
I couldn't care less, really. I think they were actually really honest. I've got a lot of respect for
From
No,
software.
I did do it right the first time. Sorry.
Right, Darks. Right. This is mental. There's literally like no tutorial or nothing.
This is the tutorial.
This is the tutorial.
Yeah, pick up the shield.
Okay.
I mean, that's-
Oh, it did tell you to pick up the shield, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Right.
But it doesn't really give you much advice.
Cool. It's like days of old when games would just be like, hey, just learn as you go along.
Beyond that, almost
Yeah.
actually, it's sort of purposefully even more hardcore. Okay, so it's
But that's part of the charm of the game. I hear. It's a wave. Definitely wave. I'm gonna help. I'm helping. Yeah, right. We look pretty well equipped now. Majith, we are playing the Deprived class, which I didn't realise it would make us. We're like a skeleton almost.
No, that's not what it is. The skeleton thing is unrelated.
Right. Okay.
Basically, we're deprived just means that you don't start with any equipment. I think but it's basically the Wanderer class.
Yeah.
I think it was what it was.
Demon Souls? Right.
Yes.
Did you play Demon Souls?
Yes, a bit.
Okay.
Not as much.
Not as much.
I much prefer this actually.
Yeah.
I much prefer this.
Yeah.
This is a much better game.
Cool. That guy gave you an Estus flask.
I'm sorry, but hilarious that you've never played this game. It's like all this commentary is like really like as if you know.
I'm learning.
It's like what? Like of course it is. Like I'm just plowing through this.
Yeah. No,
How many
you
people,
plow through it. You plow through it.
How many people? I'm just intrigued. How many people in the stream are have played this game?
Yeah.
Or how many people have come just to?
Let's take a live survey.
I'm just intrigued because to me this is like bread and butter. It's like,
Yeah. See, it's. I on my Twitter stream I see a lot of people tweeting about it, or have seen a lot of people tweeting about it. You're one of them, and it's one of those games where I'm like, yeah, I think I would enjoy this game, but I would probably just get obsessed with it, which seems to be what happens to a lot of people.
Oh, you do, but there is an end to it at least. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
my obsession with like Dota 2, which is just
Which
like,
is never ending.
That's not ever going to end.
Yeah.
I think 400 hours in, I'm still just like,
Yeah.
this is what I do now.
Yeah.
This is my life.
Jack Lee R. I've played it, loved it, then threw a strop and didn't go back. Does that sound quite
That
accurate?
sounds pretty feasible.
Yeah.
The thing about Dark Souls is it does require an awful lot of kind of resilience of character.
Okay.
You have to like set your mind to it.
Yeah.
Because at times it will just absolutely be horrible.
Sure.
And you have to be resolute about something and go, tonight I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to kill this dragon. And if you don't do that, then you get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Nice.
Not bad at all. Got him.
So the combat seems very like you can lock onto targets, and then it's very sort of timing based. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's just the thing about it's awesome about Dark Souls is the physicality of the combat, which is
Yeah.
basically just like it's very kind of realistic. Like it's all about kind of if you move to the side slightly and
Sure.
dodge an attack,
Yeah.
then you will dodge it.
Great.
Or if you block it and you've got a shield on your left side, then it will
Yeah.
block swings from that direction.
Uh-huh.
It's really kind of ingrained in it.
Okay. That sounds good. Jump on his head. Yeah, I knew about that.
Everybody knows about
Yeah.
that. It's the bit afterwards. that's
Nice.
tricky.
Oh, I've gone down to half health already.
No, I know, but it's the other half that is tricky.
Majith, we chose the what was it? The Master Key as our starting item.
Yes, Master Key.
Alright, cool. I'll let you concentrate on killing the society.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'll
less.
deal with that.
I can't do question, man. This is mastermind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he hit you. Woodfella, I've played, and it's the best game ever, and I'm near the end of SL1 right now. SL1 run right now. I'll get Matt Lees' expert opinion on SL1 in a second.
You've got to stop talking for a minute.
It's alright, you do your thing. You
I
concentrate
can't
on the game.
concentrate.
I'll talk to the folks at home. I'll do a running commentary. I'll do a play-by-play. It's running around a bit. Asylum didn't took a big swing at him. Now it's going for the pots.
Seriously, man. Just be quiet for a second.
Quiet time, folks.
Stop talking!
I'm not talking.
Seriously, dude, I'm gonna punch you out of the room. Just bear with me for 1 minute. 1 minute. This is the horrible one because this guy can really, really mess you up with his range.
Yeah.
Some of the later bosses are a lot easier. Right, I got him.
Yes.
Right.
All right, we're back.
Sorry.
That was extreme concentration there.
It's hard, that boss.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think maybe a lot of people find that boss easier than me.
Who's the ghost?
That's the ghost. That's just the ghosts that follow people around.
Sweet.
So,
Sweet.
yeah, basically, like that's another player.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. It's like, and you can like invade people's worlds, and they can invade your world.
Yeah.
And mess you up.
So basically, that guy is.
Yeah.
Well, no, that sort of. That guy is just like you see images of people moving around.
Okay.
But you don't like kind of. You
You
can't
can't interact with them directly. Yeah.
No. But
That's
you do
kinda
have
cool.
some people invading you.
And you can like leave messages on the ground. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Ian Lawler. This is the PC version, the quote-unquote bad port, which seems okay to me. Seems
No,
alright.
I think it's pretty decent. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, as long as you got control there.
There was some issues with it, but I mean, modders have kind of fixed it all pretty quickly.
Yeah,
And I've got a lot of time for From Software in this case, with the fact that they were very honest and said, you know what, even said when they were doing it,
Yeah.
we want to make the PC one the best we can, but we're not really.
it's about time and resources, and that equals money as
Well,
well.
they just said we're struggling with it. They were
Yeah.
quite honest. They said we're struggling. We've not worked on PC before. And
Sure.
it's like, you know what? I prefer to have developers who are really honest about their own
Yeah.
capabilities.
Yeah.
than-
As long as you're upfront with it, as long as you're not giving it all that saying, hey, this is the ultimate version, then it comes out and you can't can't
I
change
believe
any
it, man.
settings.
You know what?
Yeah.
Like, it's, even the Xbox version of this game was pretty poor at times. Like, it was massively glitchy. And,
Sure.
And at times, like, being blight out, Jesus, like the frame rate just crawls to.
Really?
It's terrible.
Oh man.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's an amazing game, and I'd rather have an amazing game that's a little bit broken than a heavily polished game that's just.
That's boring.
dull.
Yeah.
Someone said, Myth or Midrith, you kind of missed the point. I'm not allowed to equip any armor.
Yeah.
That's
it. It's
what
pants.
I'm doing.
It's this is the Super Adventures of Pants Man. I didn't put Super in the title. I just put Adventures. We'll see how it goes. It might be a Super Adventure.
I am going to try and go and get some stuff from the graveyard, which is a bit of a gambit, to be honest.
Okay.
But I'm going to see if I can get some good stuff.
You do that. You do that.
No, I'm going to level up first. I'm going to level up.
All right. We level up. Saibutsu reminds me of being 10 and playing Mario 3 on the NES. Shh, stop talking is what that's in reference to.
It's like, yeah, you can't, like, it's just background noise. It's like, I can't deal with this. It requires a huge amount of focus. I'm trying to decide what to go for. Endurance is probably a waste of time.
All right. Well, that's a lot of stats.
Because you're not going to wear any armor.
That is a lot of stats.
Dex. Dex will give you physical defense.
What does Faith give you?
Faith, that's to do with casting spells
Okay.
and stuff. I'm not.
And
Really
we're not a
really-
spell dude, really.
I don't think so.
We're gonna go Sword and Shield.
I think Sword and Shield. Yeah, maybe I'll go for Strength and Dex. For now.
I think because we kind of want to put points in that will help us, seeing as we're only wearing pants.
Well, it's just no point because basically, when you equip loads of, basically a lot of what it's telling you with the stamina is if you more stamina, which allows you to, endurance allows you to equip heavier armor without moving around too slowly.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm going to be going for kind of pure speed.
Yeah, we're gonna be mobile. We're gonna be like a ninja, the pants ninja.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Majuth, does that restrict you from changing weapons, or is it just armor? Just armor.
Just armor.
So we can still equip weapons and whatnot. I see you're going for the run tactic here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
that
is me
seems
being somewhere I shouldn't be.
okay.
In the hope.
Oh my god, that guy's alive.
Yeah, this
He's
is,
just popped his head on.
This is a pretty dangerous, but actually it's not too bad because even if I die, I keep the items in
Nice.
front.
Oh.
But I am going to die. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, that guy pretty nailed.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
you
all
can
coming
do this
alive.
in multiple runs, but I'm being a bit of a cheeky fella.
Oh,
And
large.
I'm trying to get it all in one go.
Yeah, that seemed to work out well.
I nicked all your stuff, you stupid skeletons.
I like the way our guy runs.
But the thing is, these guys, yeah, he's a bit lanky, isn't he? But these guys are going to now chase me pretty much all the way back to the fountain.
Okay.
But you'll be okay, because the thing is, was also going to the campsite, it refreshes you. Oh, little hoppity-doo-dah.
Nice, nice.
Ba-da-ba.
Yeah,
Celebrating
campfire.
pointless clubs. So that means they're always...
Sweet. Good.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
Go
Who's the fella sitting down?
The fella sitting down?
Yeah.
That's just a cheery guy.
Just a dude?
One of the many people all around him.
Yeah.
Well, let me get. But there's.
He's gonna say some stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
So.
Something about something. Cool. So, in terms of, is there a story behind this? The whole Dark Souls.
It's pretty faint. I mean,
does it create a nice world though? Does it create a sense of a world?
oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really, I'm a human being who hasn't played the game.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you haven't played Dark Souls, stop watching it.
And start playing?
Yeah, and start playing it.
Or keep watching and also play. That's what I'd say.
Stop. Come back later. Come back later. Watch it on Twitch later. Watch it on YouTube later. Because seriously, like, this is, you don't want to be watching this because I'll just spoil the whole game for you. Because Dark Souls is a lot about knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And knowing how to fight stuff. And watching someone else play it, it wouldn't be as fun. In fact, I've thought this many times, if I could go back in time and erase this game from my head, it would be this game.
Really?
I'd love to play this game again without knowing anything about it.
That's
I kind of
interesting.
feel like I enjoy it whenever I play it now,
Yeah.
but I'll never enjoy it in the way I did the first
Sure.
time.
For me, I would do that with Deus Ex.
Deus Ex is good, but it hasn't got a patch on this for that sort of thing, memory thing.
I'll take your word for
You'll
that.
have to.
I'll take your word for that.
But no, Deus Ex is awesome actually. The
Deus
story
Ex is
awesome.
incredible.
But in this, it's more with this. It's not that story. It's more just like that genuine worried fear of not knowing what you're doing.
It seems to be about sort of discovery and self-learning almost, like figuring out how to do a section. Would that kind of make sense?
It's about overcoming fears more than anything in this game. Every time you come to a new area, it's kind of partially terrifying.
Right.
And you have to just man up.
Yeah. Get through it. Sure.
Once you actually stop being afraid of it, it is less fearsome.
Okay.
Having said that, there are still points where it is terrifying, and actually that's. Oh, I didn't kill them when I pushed them off the ledge. I thought I did.
Oh boy. Yeah, you killed him now. The other dude's just kind of meandering along. So in terms of like the enemy types, I assume they'll kind of vary and get pretty crazy as you go on.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty varied, like pretty much from the start. Really.
Take that rat with you.
And yeah, that's one of the crazy ragdoll physics.
Yeah. Take him all the way. Keep him with you as your companion. That'd be great if you could. You should put your strength up to 40 and get the large club from Blighttown. It has A scaling with strength. You could then look like Bam Bam from the Flintstones and hit really hard.
That's pretty true.
That's a pro tip from me and Lawler. Are you related to, is it Jerry the King Lawler, the caster from WWE? You gods. No, he's not the Southern Joel, that's the other dude. Oh, I can't remember, I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. So those guys seem to go down pretty quickly.
Yeah, these guys are pretty easy.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing. Anyway. Otherwise, I mean, as I say, it's like the fact that I know. I feel really bad doing this with you here. I'm ruining this game.
No, don't worry about it.
Because basically, it is much easier when you know where all the enemies are. Because a lot of it is the element of surprise they have. Because the camera's not very, it's a bit tricky at times.
Sure.
And stuff the game really is aimed to get stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, my ginger hair comes through.
That's great.
More slowly than everything else. So I've got like this whole world, the whole of Dark Souls, right from the start to the finish.
Yeah.
Sort of ingrained in my brain now.
Okay.
It's just memorised.
Yeah.
I remember every corner of it.
So you've completed the game then?
Oh yeah, I've completed the game more than once. But yeah, even the first time actually, the first time I played it, I had it kind of pretty much memorised.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of game. It's not like I don't do that with games usually. I'm rubbish. I get lost all the time. I don't have photographic memory, but every location you visit just has really iconic, fantastic design, and almost like makes you fight to make progress at every point.
Yeah.
In fact, it's maybe the areas that are fuzziest are the areas towards the end of the game,
Okay.
funny enough, because by that point you're usually quite powerful and
Yeah.
you can sort of go through in one attempt because you sort of start to master the world.
Yeah.
But even then, it's just so tough.
Is it the sort of game that will suddenly, like, you'll be coasting along, you feel really powerful, you'll be doing really well, and then suddenly there'll be like, it'll just throw an enemy at you that will completely screw you up because you haven't fought against that type of enemy before?
Sometimes.
Or will it be a case of you cock up once and then it's like, crap?
Because it has a sort of open world, it's not really, it's more that it gives you the opportunity to fight stuff sometimes, and then you realise that actually, mainly when you see new enemies,
Yeah.
you just want to avoid them.
Okay.
When you see new enemies.
Yeah.
Because new enemies are usually bad, because you don't
Sure.
know what they do, and until you know what they do to you,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't really want to be screwing with them, because they will really,
It'll just mess you up.
yeah, they'll really
Okay.
mess you up.
Okay.
Should I give Dex or Strength? Guys, what do you reckon? I'll have a sip of my coffee. I mean, somebody said
You have
I
a
should
sip.
go-
Yeah, so Ian Lawler's saying max up with your strength and then get a club, the large club from Blighttown, because it scales with strength. And plus you get the Bam Bam thing, which I like the sound of that. Jack Lee, this is making me wanting to play it again, but he knows it will ruin him. Tom Ori, our editor, says it took him a week to get this far.
Yeah, to be honest, it took me about 5 hours to get to this, 3 or 4 hours to get to this point, maybe. No, actually, that's not true. It took me about an hour to get to this point, but
Yeah.
then to get through to the next point of killing the first boss
Sure.
took me about 4 or 5
Well, that
hours.
first boss was pretty mental by the looks of it.
Vitality and endurance are the most important, but I think vitality,
Right,
maybe vitality is most.
Woodfella.
Endurance is usually more important for equipment load, really.
sure. But
Stamina
it gives
is-
you health, though, doesn't it? Endurance?
No.
No?
It gives you.
Oh,
endurance
vitality's
gives you vitality,
I
which
see,
allows you
yeah.
to Dodge and roll and all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff.
Well,
Vitality's not a bad shout.
do what in strength?
Realistic vitality.
Sure. A bit of HP
That's the thing, is I
That
kind
sounds
of
good to
know
me.
what's good generally, but I don't
for
know
this
what's good.
particular pants
I
build.
can't. I'm just playing with pants.
Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, okay, I get it. All the enemies reset.
Yeah.
Ha.
So
Yeah.
it's basically the trick.
Oh
that's bad.
dear.
It's not.
Oh.
Because what you'll see here now, this is what Dark Souls is really about.
Yeah.
Well, at this stage in the game especially, is the fact that you've got to, every time you go back to rest, you get your stuff back, but
Yeah.
then also wants to come back. But you've got to make sure you keep all your Estus flasks, which are your potions. So it's a case, there's a lot of... Oh, no, usually do that.
Nice. Nice. That's a beast attack. Get in there. Yeah. Oh wow, that's like a one hit.
Yeah, if you can get them up to their defences, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a slow attack move.
Yeah, you're quite
If you
vulnerable.
miss it, you're in trouble. Actually, to be fair,
really
this
good.
club is pretty good. As starting weapons go, it's
Yeah.
pretty strong.
So where did you get that club? Was that in the graveyard bit?
No, this is the item I start with.
Oh right.
Actually, that's a good point. I didn't get those items in the graveyard.
Yeah.
I might have a look at those.
Let's have a look at those. Yeah.
Just not sure I'm safe.
Yeah.
That's what I've got.
Vegeta is saying stamina is very important if you're doing Pants Man. Stamina gives you. Is that a good shout?
Stamina is pretty important. Okay, I can't use these things properly. at the
Okay.
moment.
Sure.
I'll say one thing that is terrible in this game: the menus. Like the menus are like really. I mean,
The whole interface makes no sense to me.
I'll definitely I've got a lot of time for defending this game and how confusing it is.
Uh-huh.
I do like that. I like the fact that it does just throw you into this world and be like,
Yeah.
bloody work it out for yourself. Okay. But having said that, especially the item menus,
Yeah.
toggling the display for
I,
what the stats you need,
Yeah.
is a bit fiddly. I know.
yeah. I'm seeing a lot of numbers, and I like that. I just have no idea. It's like, what have we got equipped? I don't know.
Okay. Well, at the moment, I'm just using a club and a shield, but I might go for using that winged spear. I think I might get my dex up.
Winged spear sounds
I wanna
good
go
to
this
me.
way. Not yet.
Woodfella's saying, go get the reinforced club from the merchant.
Not a bad shout. Not
I mean, we've got
a bad
a club, a reinforced club
clubs.
sounds even better.
I never really bothered buying weapons from the
Right.
merchants, to be honest.
Is this a pretty big loot game? Like, are you?
No.
No.
You do collect lots of loot actually.
Yeah.
The management is just the inventory management is so poor.
Okay.
You never really end up just with loads of stuff.
But you're never having to like grind an area in hope of a cool drop.
Well, there is a bit of that. Actually,
Okay.
but you don't really need to do it. It's mainly for humanity grinding.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, you can't sell items. In the shop.
Okay.
You can buy items, but there aren't many vendors in the world.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. And mostly the items you get and the items you use are one-off items you find in the world in either crates or by killing bosses.
Okay.
But usually in crates and stuff. So you can find stuff as you progress.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool stuff actually. A lot of the weapon and armor design is really slick, just because it is like really inventive, and even if it doesn't have any background, you have this sense of having a suit and armor that actually has this kind of like real past history, and that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Some stuff is kind of more essential than others. Like the first time I played through this game, I was reviewing it, and so I didn't have a chance to get. That's pretty good actually.
Ooh, good shout. Good shout, Woodfella.
I must admit, I didn't really know about that.
Nice one. Cubo's in the house. What up, Cubo?
Done.
Ian Lawler says the merchant has a really good fast weapon that scales with dexterity if you kill him. Huh.
Well, I'm going to keep him for now. I'm not going to kill him. There are some benefits to killing him.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that the safety in this mode, this game is always off. Like,
yeah.
You can kill.
You can kill anything you see. Right.
Like, and that's bad.
That's kind of cool though.
It is kind of cool. There's one point where there's a guy in a barrel, and if you want to save him, you have to roll into the barrel, because you hit the barrel, you'll hit him, he'll start attacking you, and then you have to kill him.
Oh man.
And that means you can't buy anything. It's actually quite essential, that guy. If you you can complete the game without him, but if you want to build a certain type of character, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Kind of funny. All right.
Right, now this bit in particular can be a little tricky.
Yeah, so there's a guy, there's an archer at the top.
I went far enough. Okay.
Oh, nice.
We're going far enough. That's fine. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people,
I see what you're doing.
A lot of people actually end up, first time they play especially, end up grinding this area for a substantial amount of time. It is like, at this point in the game is this hard.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can firebombs, yeah. I haven't got any range attacks, I can't do anything about them, and then you're running through
3 dudes. So you pulled one guy out. That's a good move. Now because you've completed this game twice, you're pretty flying through this. Yeah. I can imagine this taking me hours to do.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't take you that, but there are some systems when you take the back that actually take a lot of getting used to. The main thing in this is the stamina bar.
Okay.
Is the way that whenever I'm holding down a shield or running, that green bar goes down. And the only way to let it go back up is by not holding the shield up or running. Yeah. And that takes a bit of practice, to be honest, because
just managing
it means you have to keep an eye on your stamina more than anything else. And it means that you have to know when they can attack, so you can put your shield down without fearing death. Yeah. That is not easy, to be honest.
I like that though. There's systems in play and it's obvious. It's not a game that's basically doing things without telling you.
No.
And I like that. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a hell of a lot, doesn't tell you. Yeah. I'm already, you see, the thing is, because I know this game, I'm already 2 steps ahead, and I'm already worrying about how I'm going to kill the boss. Yeah. The next boss. I'm thinking.
Don't worry about it. You got
it. Well, so don't worry. The black firebombs are an enticing option. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew that wasn't a position to fight.
These guys. Why? These guys. Oh, nice. That was I'm going to call that the judo hit now. Judo chop. That was a judo chop.
Damn it.
The curses in this game are mental. I think they've patched them now. You can get cursed in this game?
Yeah, the curses are evil. The first time I played this game, I got cursed. And it really, really messes you up.
Is that like a permanent thing?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You lose a little frog creature gets you. I'm in trouble.
I've heard about this frog.
You lose 50%.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, okay.
No. I'm stopping. Yeah, if you get cursed by this bunch of stuff, then then yeah, you're in real trouble. You lose 50% of your health permanently
Wow.
until you use an item. But the items are extremely hard to come by at that point in the game, which means either collecting lots of souls. And
Yeah. Oh.
Got that actually. Some enemies to kill.
Yeah. Nice. So there's messages on the ground of other people.
Yes. Yes, they are. And they're basically giving tips.
Yeah. Or
Sometimes bad advice.
yeah.
But I'm not really looking at it because I know
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing,
You know what
especially
you're
in this bit. Jumping on his head. It's a pretty good shout, actually.
Got it. Nice. Nice. I like the animations. They've got a weight to them.
Oh yeah, no, this I think the fighting in this game is possibly my favourite combat system in the game.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of getting used to,
Yeah.
but it's really well refined.
It just seems very, very deliberate and everything. It's not like, it's definitely not a button masher.
Oh no, yeah. Die. And
Yeah.
start
Very,
smashing guys.
yeah, very precise.
Nice. Okay, right, I'm happy with that.
Good one, man.
I'm happy with that.
Curses can stack, says Mature.
Yeah, they can actually. That's again when I first played the game. I got into a lot of trouble because I got cursed twice. Because when I went down, I didn't really know what happened to me
Yeah.
the first time with the curse. And I thought maybe if I killed the frog,
Yeah.
then the curse might be broken.
Okay.
Which
That
makes
seems
sense.
to make sense, yeah.
Hell, I've read fairy tale books.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
You kill the thing that gave you the curse, and then it breaks the curse.
But it didn't work.
Right.
It didn't work because it just didn't.
Yeah.
And so I was buggered.
Hey, you used your master key.
I did. Master Key is a great choice for someone like me because it gives you options actually, and there's a few points in the game where you can kind of take shortcuts to go to different areas in different orders,
Okay.
which otherwise you couldn't do.
Yeah.
And for a character like me, where sometimes trying to fight certain bosses in a normal order would be
Yeah.
like bashing your head against the wall,
Sure.
this might give me the edge. Although actually, I don't yet. I mean, at the late game is probably just going to be flat out
Yeah.
impossible. I just don't have the skills.
Okay.
But yeah, I got 2 curses. And
Yeah.
2 curses meant that I was permanently on 4 health.
Ooh.
Yeah, I spent
That is rough.
spent 8 hours just trying to get through a swamp full of ghosts in the hope of maybe finding a guy on top of a roof. Because that's what a guy told me.
That is bonkers.
And that wasn't a guy in the game either, that was a guy...
A real life
also-
guy.
A real life guy
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
also reviewing
Yeah.
the game. It's quite funny actually, when I was reviewing that game, me and a bunch of 5 or 6 other journalists had an email chain. And we call it the chain of pain.
Yeah.
Because it was just, we had to help each other. We didn't have any of these signs on the floor.
Yeah.
We had to just work out how to do
Sure.
it, like on our own.
Because this would have been pre-released as well, right?
Yeah. There were none of these little green, orange things.
Yeah.
No help. There was no FAQs. It was hell.
That's really
I
funny.
think actually the magazine I used to work for is actually doing a feature on that for the mag, which would be quite cool. Basically, just printing the email chain, or a part of it.
Yeah.
Of us all just going, oh my god, you can do that! That's amazing! Stuff like the Drake sword. Like when I started playing it through again at home on a retail copy, everybody knew about the Drake sword. Then it was just like, yeah,
It was just a thing.
You shoot a dragon's tail, you get a Drake sword. Yeah, easy. None of us knew about it for like ages, and trying to beat the game without the Drake sword for the first time is just so hard.
It's a pro tip.
There's
Drake
a dude
sword.
down here. I'm not going to fight him.
Okay.
But
Is that him?
That's a dude.
What
That
does
dude
he?
is-
Does he drop anything cool?
Oh, he's just so nasty.
Right.
Like, he does drop something cool.
What's nasty about him? What is it? His attacks?
So nasty. You'll probably see him soon.
Okay.
Have a look.
You're looking pretty good. So you called your dude Jumbles. What's the story behind Jumbles?
Jumbles is the dude who he was my companion in Dragon's Dogma.
Okay.
So it was Hoo Boy and Jumbles.
Yeah.
So there are a few people who remember my videos about Dragon's
Hey,
Dogma.
good jump.
Yeah.
Is that a shortcut?
But I think this is a bad idea actually.
Right.
Now,
Oh,
it's-
there's the man.
It's not too bad. I can get past him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Sweet.
Don't want to fight him.
Ha ha ha. He has no idea.
He's awesome. The Black Knights in this are so cool.
He has no idea.
They are absolutely badass. I'm just trying to work out if I should go ahead and try this boss fight now or grind up a bit first.
Your call, mate. Your call. How well equipped do you think? Is it about equipped or is it about leveling?
It's probably just a bit of skill, to be honest. Yeah. See, this coming boss, it drove me insane.
Yeah.
This boss is.
What's the name of this
hang
boss?
on, though. With the master key, I can go down here. But actually, I see very, very little benefit in doing this.
Right.
Because this guy at the bottom, there might be something on the way down that's good.
Okay.
Because this guy will absolutely eat me for breakfast. This guy is like
Woodfellas saying I wouldn't go down there.
Yeah, I know. But this guy is like, he's like my this guy is my arch nemesis, basically. This guy is the polar opposite of Pants Man.
Okay.
He has a suit of armor on him.
Oh, he's coming
massive.
for you.
He has a suit of armor that's made of stone.
Yeah.
Okay. And he has a badass ring, Havel's ring, that allows him to basically over-equip himself hugely and still move at quite an alarming rate.
He looks like he means business.
I'm going to have to leave very, very quickly. I don't really know how I'm going to get a... Oh, he's just going to keep chasing.
Nah, he's coming for you. He's coming for you. Is he stopped coming for you?
I don't know.
Have a wee peek over there. Have a wee peek. I think he stopped. I think you lost him.
I think I did, but I'm still...
hesitant.
I'm putting my shield up as if that would do anything, honestly. Like, that guy's...
Yeah.
That guy's, like, attack, his, like, you...
Can you block it? Or do you have to dodge?
You can,
yeah.
but it doesn't do anything. You just go...
You still get flattened.
Splats you on the floor. Again, what's quite good in this game is you've got, like, all sorts of stats that you've got, like, how much your shield deflects stuff. Also, you've got poise, which is how much you're able to kind of retain your stance when you get hit. There's all sorts of stuff that affects how combat works. It's very simple as like
I'm blocking.
Minus damage,
Yeah.
Which kind of, again, like makes a lot of games that are pretty rubbish. But that guy's just a nightmare. Like, he's somebody.
He looks like a nightmare.
There are tricksy ways you can kill him, I think. Sometimes getting stuck in that door at the top.
Okay.
That really seems to be the case.
You've been called out by Coffee Jesus. He's calling you a wuss.
Come on, I need to kill this dude.
What's that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are little magical fellas.
Of course they are.
And you have to kill them really quickly, otherwise they run off, and then you have to wait for them to respawn, and it's a pain. So I'm kind of glad I killed him.
I've heard a story about them as well. It's in the first time someone played that, they had literally no idea what they were.
Coffee Jesus said he's chasing you because he thinks you're bacon Ron Weasley. I do look like Ron Weasley with bacon, actually.
That's fantastic.
Harry, I'm made of bacon. I think I fancy Hermione bacon. But she doesn't like me because I'm made of meat.
I like the way your guy climbs ladders. Oh, those guys look like they mean business with their crossbows.
I mean more business.
You're all about
ever
business.
So slightly.
You've got business +1
I've got
right up
business
in
coming
you.
out my ears, man.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
So there's a boss. Hang on.
There's a boss.
Hang on. Jack Lee had a tip: run up ladder, jump on head, run, climb up ladder, jump on head, death.
Yeah, that's...
Repeat.
That is the technique I think I might go for. There's a bunch of ways you can kill this guy. If I had armor, I'd probably just try and kill him.
Oh!
I'd try and kill him classic style.
Yeah.
Which is basically like you can just square up.
Oh, I see. This is the ladder. Taurus demon. Okay.
This can go badly. There are pros and cons to everything. If he jumps up, it's this thing.
Yeah. Nice. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that did it.
Oh, I see the technique there.
And the problem was that he took off a quarter of his health.
So we're looking at least 4 times to do that.
Yeah.
Huh.
We've got some options here.
Okay.
They're all a big... Well, actually, I've got some souls, because I did go to the graveyard to start collecting them.
Yeah, you did.
That's kind of useful. What else can I do? Can't get to...
So you're not too keen on the ladder technique then? Do you think it seems like it could work? I see potential there.
Work, but I don't do enough damage at the moment. I'm not sure. Actually, someone else might know on this. If I press Y to just single equip my weapon. Yeah, alright.
There we
yeah,
go,
literally
goody
somebody's
fan.
Just to answer the question.
Two-hand your weapon.
2 hand for more damage. Okay, cool. I'm going to use some items as well.
Yeah.
If I...
Cover Jesus is saying turn human at the bonfire, summon help. Is that a thing you can do?
Yes. I'm not sure though. I don't know how well, because one of the problems with this, when it first came out especially, was that the online servers just didn't really work very well, I think.
Sure.
I don't know what happened, but I get the impression that Namco just sort of didn't really invest enough money into making enough servers. So the servers were too small, so there were only about 20 people on every server at a time.
Sure.
But it meant that the actual co-op element, the PvP element, just didn't really work.
Right.
And it felt like whenever you tried to summon people in or go in to summon other people to attack, it just failed. I don't know if the PC version is better. I've heard that because less people play on the PC, the community is less big.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, all of the summoning stuff only works on your second playthrough on New Game Plus, I think.
Okay.
Because then there are more players at a comparative level.
Right.
But that might have been patched or fixed on the PC version. I just do not know, actually. But I am going to use some actually because I want to reinforce this.
Okay, so what are you doing here?
I'm reinforcing the bonfire
Sure.
with humanity,
Gotcha.
which is a mental system. Again, when I was first playing this, reviewing it, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, humanity restored.
You're
Is that good?
You're human now.
Okay.
You're not hollow.
And now I can kindle. You can't kindle unless you've got humanity.
Do you realise how mental all this
I do
sounds?
realise, yeah, because
This is... You're not hollow, mate. You're
no,
not hollow. No.
This is me in all my glory.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the shine on those buttocks.
That is wonderful.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Highlight butt cheeks.
Woodfella, anyone else more than slightly worried about the sequel? Yeah, I actually admit I am very worried.
They used that dreaded word, didn't they?
They've said a lot of things. I'm hoping that it's lost in translation, and I'm hoping that maybe because they spent the whole campaign for Dark Souls just saying it's the hardest game ever.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I don't think Dark Souls is the hardest game ever. It's just different. It's difficult in a different way, and I think maybe they're just realising that wasn't the best way to try and market it.
Yeah.
But I am, despite all that, I am very worried. I'm very worried, particularly the fact that when they keep talking about it on stuff like the Facebook page, like, oh, fans are so excited about the sequel. It's like, no, actually, fans are
A little bit worried,
Like,
yeah.
We are, like, really worried
Yeah.
that you are guffing it up. Especially because I don't really have much faith in Namco as a kind of, like, publisher. They've had a bit of luck with a couple of hits, but generally speaking, I don't think they make a whole good decisions.
Sure.
So I am a bit concerned about that. Because if they are going for that kind of mainstream appeal, then by God, I'm not buying it.
It just seems like if they... Oh my goodness me. They
This
messed...
is what happens when you don't concentrate.
Ooh, they tore you up.
Yeah, they did.
So you're going to have to go back to your body? Is that...
Yeah, so that 1,000 souls I lost when I was fighting the boss, that's now lost forever.
Huh.
That's, like, doesn't exist.
Ah. Now we're dead again.
It's just because I got distracted. I didn't concentrate.
So we're hollow now.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
hollow again.
Cool.
You spend most of the game hollow, to be honest.
Okay.
Later in the game, when you've got like collected more humanity and stuff, you can start using that and being human because you get slightly better item drops when you're human.
Right.
But in the early stages of the game, it's pretty much just like
Retrieval.
oh, that's not fair. It wouldn't let me.
Oh, well, you were
Yeah, that's a bit
stuck in that animation. Ah, that got him. But so when you got that retrieval, what was that retrieving?
That was retrieving my souls that I dropped.
I thought you said all those souls are gone.
No, all the souls in the time I died.
Right. Okay. Oh, crap. I can see why that bit. I see why you pulled them out now. Coffee Jesus, if by making it more accessible, they actually mean explaining concepts like humanity from the start, that could be what from our meaning, not necessarily the mysteries and wonderment afterwards. I'm hoping anyway. I agree with that.
The thing is, I'm still very optimistic about it. That's what I mean when I say I'm hoping it's lost in translation, and I'm hoping that they're referring to trying to explain some of the systems in the lore, and actually a lot of what I've read and heard about does seem to suggest that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it's more the fact as well, it's not being made by the same guy, it's being made by junior directors.
Right.
Fair enough to him. I mean, he's moving on to new projects, and I'm really excited to see what he's working on.
Yeah.
He's made Dark Souls and Demon Souls. I just think there's a lot of like what ifs up in the air with it, and I think when you are handing over the game to be developed, well, led by some new people, I think having them talking about changes is often a concern.
Yeah, of course it
But
is.
maybe it'll be better like that than it would be if they just tried to emulate it and make another one.
Yeah.
Because as I say, what I love about this is the kind of the joy and blind fear of discovery and not knowing what you're doing. And they started making it so that you were, they just made it like so the monsters were all really similar, then it wouldn't really
If
work.
they quote unquote dumbed it down, I think that would be the worst thing.
That'd be
in this game.
disastrous. That'd be disastrous.
Well, it'd kill the game for what it is.
Well, it would, and I think I really hope that they're smart enough not to do that. That was lucky. Because otherwise they've got like, I think Dark Souls has one of the strongest fan bases
It does.
in gaming. I mean,
does
I
seem
think
to be.
it's like Peter Serafinowicz is like always banging on about it. It's like the only game you play. There are quite a lot of people, once you play Dark Souls, if you don't have that much time for gaming,
Yeah.
a lot of people, they just play Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, well, this is the game I play.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've completed this game twice, and I'm still having loads of fun playing it now. Like,
So yeah, that seems crazy for what is essentially. I guess it's not linear. Well, it is linear in a sense.
it's linear at first, but
Yeah.
then it opens up quite substantially.
Gotcha.
And even now, actually, I have quite a few options. I could have gone to 2 other areas instead of this area.
Right,
I'm
right.
just choosing to go here because this is the lesser of.
There's so many. Oh, we're back here.
Yeah,
We're gonna do the boss again.
we are.
Okay.
This time. Oh, no.
Oh.
I almost made a fatal mistake there.
Ooh, what did you almost do there? You're about to drink a flask. Hey, there's a ghost walking the other way.
That's a good point, actually. Are you sure? Coffee Juice says that Sony own the license for Demon Souls. Is that true? They own the license?
Ooh.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
If they do, though, then perhaps. I don't know. Maybe that's
You do a
what
sequel with
directors
the
want to
PS4.
make. Who knows? But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't comment on that.
We could be in for a football manager, championship manager scenario, and we all know what happened there.
There will be blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's do this. Come on.
Marine
Come
thinks
on.
there'll be more explosions and
Right.
actions.
I don't know. I think they're aware that actually if they do piss off Dark Souls fans, they're really... They'd be ruining something that's pretty special.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, it's like, take my money. Like,
Sure. Right, so you gone 2 hands. Nice.
still not enough. That's
Alright, you dodged that time. Nice. Nice.
This is not ideal.
No, it's not. So we.
And he's going to jump up now.
Oh crap! He can jump up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I've
Okay.
changed plans.
Right.
Ah!
Very good.
Oh, naff off, you cheeky beggar.
Bomb him. Get bombed, son. Oh.
Come on. Oh no, this is so bad. Come on.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god, that was close. What a prick. That Taurus demon.
Damn it! If I just hit him, I should just hit
I
him.
thought you got him with that last bomb.
The problem is, and this is the problem with using the black firebomb technique,
Yeah.
is it's good, but you've only got one shot at it.
Yeah.
Once you use those firebombs,
Oh, you got an arrow in the head.
I'm just flipping restarting. But once you've used it,
Yeah. So we
oh.
don't have those bombs anymore.
Spensley saying noob.
Ah.
Spensley, man, like you come back when you've killed that boss,
Oh boy.
and then you say that to my face. Because honestly, like this boss is not easy, especially for this point in the game.
And in pants.
And especially when you haven't got any armor.
Yeah. I'm impressed already.
Got some good time out shot actually, though. Maybe they've increased the drop rate for that stuff.
Spence says he's completed this on the hardest difficulty.
Well, just the fact that you said that, Spence, makes me know that you were lying because there aren't any difficulty settings.
I heard he, I heard he did it.
Bad liar.
I heard he did it New Game Plus on Nightmare mode. He did it naked. He didn't even have pants. All right, Coffee Jesus. You could go down to New Londo Ruins, get the Sorcerer's Catalyst, level up a bit of magic, and twat Taurus with that.
I could, but I think I can kill it like this.
Right. We've committed to a path, and you know what they say about committing to a path.
Yeah, I think in this game especially, actually, it's so difficult that you do have to make a commitment to an aim.
Yeah.
No matter how relentlessly horrible that aim
I can definitely see the sense of A, relief, and B, satisfaction you'd get from finally doing a section.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first time I fought this dude, absolute terror.
Nice.
Absolute terror.
You got this too.
That's what I mean. Some of this stuff is like muscle memory. Like, it's like, you know, you kind of vaguely know the bite points of these guys.
Yeah.
And you can sort of use that.
Yep.
If I was playing this at home now, I'd probably be doing what I usually do.
Yeah.
Of just repeatedly grinding this area a bit.
Sure. Doesn't sound like it. That wouldn't make for entertaining viewing.
No, it wouldn't.
The folks have come for one thing. They've come to see you beat down demons and monsters in
by the
pants.
end of the 2 hours, I might have killed this guy. To be.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Coffee Jesus, this is the path of the pants.
The path,
Yeah,
this is the path
absolutely.
that we all walk at some point in our
Yeah.
life.
We have to make that decision.
I know. I've made this decision. I've made my pants.
You could have recovered your lost power there.
To recover my lost power.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hang on. Was it out? What was it?
Yeah.
Outside the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just at the bottom.
Well, outside or inside or out?
No, just at the bottom of the ladder. Just
Okay,
then.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Kill these guys and go down and get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no expert, but recovering lost power always sounds good to me.
Well, basically means I've got the souls I had last time I lost. So basically, in an ideal world,
Yeah.
if I fail 10 times, as
Yeah.
long as I don't die on the way getting back again,
Yeah,
it means,
yeah.
it means eventually I'll have 10 times the amount of souls. So the problem is now, once I've traversed the white light, this is like an 101 of why Dark Souls is evil.
Yeah.
Once I've traversed the white light, I can't go back. Which means now, hey, I've got 2,500 souls, I can level up loads with that.
But you can't
but
go
I
back.
can't because I need to kill the boss first.
Okay.
So Dark Souls is basically just horrible like that.
Where is he? There he
Okay,
is.
there he is.
Run away!
Okay.
Run away! Huber wants a pants guy figure.
I have to badge an Emco for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just make your own. Just get an action figure in his pants and then just attack him with a lighter, probably.
Yeah, that'd work. Don't try the. Whoa.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh no.
Okay, I kind of pressed the wrong button.
We're good. We're good. Good dodge.
This is very
Oh, that was close. Ori's bait. Yeah.
Even I beat this guy.
Yeah.
Did you beat him in your pants?
Indeed. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh,
Flipping no.
Oh.
I did not know you could turn around that quick.
that was. Oh, okay, you missed. Oh no, he got you.
It's alright, I'm on the ladder, I'm on the ladder. I'm safe on the ladder.
Oh,
I'm safe on the ladder.
that guy is a prick. This guy is a prick. That went less well.
This could prove to be an issue. What else can I do?
Smack him in the nads, Huber says.
Smack him in the nads.
It's their technique.
I'm wondering if Huber hasn't... No, you can smack him in the nads.
Huber's helping.
That's, for the record, my favourite way to kill that man. And for those of you who have played Dark Souls, you've probably killed that man like 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like everyone's killed that man.
Yeah.
Because this respawn point is a real stickler point. Like,
Yeah.
This is the point where a lot of people get stuck. It's quite a substantial point of the game. It's like once you've managed to break this bit, kind of like not mastered Dark Souls. But,
You something clicks.
it's alright. It's alright.
It's all good. It's all
fine,
good.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sort of wondering if it's worth just grinding enough XP for one level to put another level in strength, just for damage?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know.
Go for it.
Just because I think I'm worried that even with 3 perfect jumps, it still won't be enough.
Yeah.
And that is a concern.
Yeah, we'll grind another level here. If you think it's going to help beating that boss.
I don't know. Well, it will.
Yeah. Or will it be enough? Is that your worry? Would
I just think I probably can do it.
Okay.
Like people can do this game level 1. Like I've already got like.
Oh yeah, that's a good
more
point.
levels than that.
Yeah. Do you reckon it'd be possible to level 1 on the impants? Do you reckon that's the thing?
Have I got any homeward bones? I'm not sure actually. It's a good question.
It's like a whole different language.
Yeah, it is.
You guys are using words I understand,
No, I
but
haven't
the
got any,
formation of these words.
I haven't got any homeward bones. I'm not sure what. Actually, I'm really glad that you're here, Woodfella, because you are clearly. I think I know off Twitter actually. I don't know who you are. But you are a big help.
Whoa! There's a man in armor who just ran away.
Yeah. Climbing a ladder that I cannot wait to get.
Yeah.
When you get that ladder. Yeah.
Oh,
that
so
ladder.
you don't have that ladder?
No, I don't have that ladder.
How come he has that ladder?
Because he's further in the game than I am.
Oh right.
So he's that ladder is not that far away in the grand scheme of things, but it's it feels like quite the benchmark.
Yeah.
When you first discovered that ladder, my word.
That's really cool though. Like if this was your first time playing, you saw some guy a ghost run up a ladder there.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
How does he
Yeah.
get a ladder there?
And then I guess when you get to that point, you'd be like, ah, ha ha
We
ha.
also did the blood patches, which I haven't been using because I know what the traps are. But I'll show you. I'll show
Blood
you when I actually
patches.
see one. The blood patches, you activate it and it will show you how somebody died.
Oh.
So often, especially in the late stage of the game, there's a place called Sen's Fortress, which is like this giant, incredible castle full of traps.
Okay.
And that's kind of brilliant there.
Yeah.
Because you can see how people died.
Gotcha.
And kind of often you won't see what killed them, but
You'll see they died there.
So something bad is going to happen.
That's really
there.
cool. That's really cool.
What can we do? How much do I need? I don't need much more.
Okay,
I'm gonna put
cool.
one more point in and then see what I can do.
Yeah. Run.
I'll put a point in whatever gives me most damage.
Sure. Dancing rhinos run through his legs. I think that's a reference. to
Running through legs is actually a really good shout with that guy. Rolling through legs is better. Rolling through legs is awesome.
As he attacks, you dodge through his legs.
Yeah, his attacks are, it's so claustrophobic.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that. He's just stuck on this tiny
Yeah. The camera didn't seem to help either. Too much.
strength or dex. Strength is what I want.
Strength?
Okay, strength.
Alright.
Yeah. So that's not going to give me a massive increase,
But,
it's not bad.
hey, it's something. It's
It
more than
is.
what we had.
It is.
Excuse me.
Let's have a look. Come on.
Does it ever get tedious having to, every time you bonfire, and then killing these dudes again?
The thing about Dark Souls is it never lets it get tedious.
Right.
Even when you're like quite late on in the game and wearing really good gear, if you're not careful, these guys can kill you.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that already.
So you have to. It would be tedious if it wasn't constantly tough.
Yeah.
And this is something that like backtracking is something that people really hate in video games. It's like you've got there's a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
In this, it's like backtracking is an activity.
It's perilous,
itself.
yeah.
It's like it's not like I've got to go all the way back to that place. It's
Yeah.
like I've got to get all the way
Yeah,
back.
it's not like an MMO where you backtrack through a lower level area and it's like, oh, these mobs are just annoying now because
No.
they pose no threat, but I have to fight them still.
The amount of times you'll find yourself where you've killed a boss in this game, and then you realise that to get like the 20,000 souls or something you just got from it, you need to get back to a bonfire.
Sure.
And if you're on low on health and you've got no potions,
Oh
it's just
man.
like
And then if
super careful.
you die, and then you go back to retrieve your corpse, and then you die on the way, then you've just lost them all.
Yeah, you just lost. And I mean, I think most people who've completed this game have at least one story where they literally have lost.
Just lost everything.
20,000 plus souls.
Oh, man.
The worst I lost is I lost 40,000.
That sounds like a lot.
I kind of put my head in my hands and I was just quiet for a bit. I just sort of sat there.
Yeah.
I was in the office and I didn't really want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually that sensation of walking back towards
Yeah.
corpse and it's just super terrifying.
It seems like the game creates a real sense of, like you're saying, like actual fear of dying, rather than a simulated fear of dying.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it gives you massive penalties. It's like dying once is not a problem.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you die once, that's cool.
It's like, yeah.
But if you don't make it back to your corpse, it's like that's a disaster.
Yeah.
That's a genuine disaster. At this stage in the game, I'm not really stressing about it because really, we're not looking at like that many. I mean, I've got 2,000 souls in there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have, but it's like take it or leave it.
Sure. I guess when you're up to like you were saying, you lost 40,000 souls.
Yeah.
That's a lot of souls.
When you're talking big souls, it's
Yeah.
like it's bad because you know, like when you kill bosses and get 20,000 souls, sometimes that's enough for like 4 or 5 levels. And that that can make a big difference.
Well, I got a good feeling this time because we got a fella named, well, I assume it's a fella named Reassurances in chat. So
Reassurances, hello Reassurances. I'm so glad you're here to reassure me.
just let his calming username.
It says a
Guide
creature in
you.
the game that only shows up if someone in another game has lost a huge amount of souls and humanity. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the other weird thing about this
Wow, that's mental.
game. There's so many little things in this game that people didn't find out for ages.
Until certain things happen.
Well, it's just like the way the games interact with each other
Yeah.
online is really weird, and there's loads of stuff which I was looking up online recently and I just didn't know about.
Yeah.
Because when I was playing through the game,
Yeah.
nobody had found it out.
Sure.
And some amazing stuff. Really weird stuff. I don't even know how people worked out the causality.
That's crazy. And it has 4 variations.
Yeah, precisely.
Marink, no, we haven't beaten it yet.
No, we haven't.
But we're a level up now. So we've got a bit more strength.
Yeah, 1 level up, so it's not a massive advantage, but it might be enough to just do a bit extra damage when I jump off this.
Okay, I'm going to let you concentrate.
I really screwed up. Not that much more. I feel that it's the one level where it's fine because I can potion the top.
Yeah, flask. Yeah.
And it's not an issue of like running out of potions.
If he gets 2 hits. Oh, he didn't get you.
That is lovely.
That is massive. Yes, you did it! Victory!
Oh yeah!
Yes!
And I did it all in my pants!
Oh yeah, pants man.
Pants man, and that's where you get the first homeward bone. Okay.
Homeward Bone. Someone was singing a song, Coffee Jesus. You're singing Homeward Bone.
Just carry on now, I'll just keep moving on. Until tomorrow, I'm just a ginger man.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Right, that's good. Success for Pants Man. To be honest, I
Yes.
wasn't sure if that was going to be possible. When I was thinking about doing this, I was sort of thinking, how far? I'm not actually amazing at this game.
It seemed like a great idea at the time.
But I was like, how far feasibly can I get before I have to just go, this is impossible. I can't do this. Okay. Let's go and say hello to Mr. Solare. What's it called? Mr. Solare. Time for some jolly cooperation.
Ah, hello.
This guy.
He's awesome.
Solar, yeah, he's Solare of Astora. He is,
Look how
He is
big
a-
his chest is.
he's a bit of a tubber,
Ah.
sure, but he's got armour on him.
Oh, he does have armor. Maybe it's just all padding. Expelliarmus, Bacon, Ron Weasley. Oh no, this bit.
The way I see in a
Yeah,
night-
this bit's not any fun either.
Oh right.
This is
So
like...
what are you deciding here?
We are
Oh,
amidst the flow of time. The very fabric
White
wavers
s-
and
the
relates.
white
There's no
soap
telling how
thingy.
but used to
Solaire
someone,
is
and
awesome,
of course
yeah.
we are, but I.
This guy's like almost like the poster boy for Dark Souls, because obviously everyone has their own character.
Mm-hmm.
So Solaire is like, in a way, he's like the character from Dark
Yeah.
Souls. Ah, look at that, beautiful. Beautiful.
That is, it's nice.
Now let's go and die.
Okay, sounds good.
Now this bit is funny. There is a system to this bit, but I can never quite
There's a big dragon come
work
down here.
out how it works. Yeah, there is.
I've seen this bit. Oh. There it is. So if you didn't know that was going to happen, would you just die there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I might die here as well. Come on, come on.
Gotta get to that bit there. Sweet. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to let you into it.
I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, look at
usually
that.
Gets me. He usually gets me at least once on that
Look
bit.
at that.
Because sometimes he just starts breathing fire madly.
Yeah.
Here we are. Here's the load flame.
Press the button, you're going to see.
Let's see the dude die.
Oh, it's not letting you touch.
I thought I touched it.
Or have you touched already?
Maybe it's just. Maybe it's the guy who died up there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Right. So
here we
screw
go.
you, dragon.
Here we go. So here is the ladder.
Yeah.
Kick the
Kick
ladder.
ladder.
Wonderful. So this is quite nice, and this is why I reinforced this fireplace actually. Bonfire.
Yeah.
It's because you can't reinforce all the bonfires. Well, you can actually. You really can.
And what does reinforcing a
It
bonfire
means
do?
that every time I go to it, I get 10 flasks instead of 5.
Oh, okay.
Which is really good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
But now, yeah, it's worth it because you end up using it twice.
good. Sure. Cool.
Strength, I think.
Strength seems to work.
Dex, maybe.
Or vitality. We just want. Should we pure damage?
I want to go strength and dex, I think. Because I want to be
Seems like a good shout.
speedy, I think.
Yeah.
Because I might want to use bows as well if I'm going to be.
Yeah, just pick
If
them
I
off.
am going to be in my pants,
Yeah.
I'd rather use bows.
You don't want. Yeah.
I don't want to be getting near everyone.
Exactly.
Let's have a look at this. What are the stats like on this actually? Are they all
Yeah.
right?
Let's see.
Let's have a look.
Winged spear.
A winged spear. I think I can use this properly now. Actually.
Cool.
Let's have a look.
While you play with that, cover Jesus. Solaire always mentions searching for his very own son. I wonder if it's the memory of love, something, or someone he's forgetting as he hollows, else a feeling others have known, but he never has. He's afraid of losing life, never knowing love, and just lost in the duality. He's lost in the duality.
You see, that's why Dark Souls is freaking awesome. It's because it's so vague
Yeah.
that everybody just ends
Has
up
their own sort of theories and
Yeah.
makes their own
you
stories.
start making stuff up because
Yeah.
you're like, what's he on about? And there isn't much story, so a lot of the story is kind of pieced together.
Yeah.
Rich Stanton actually has written a lot about Dark Souls. If you're interested, actually look up some of the articles because he's written some pretty fascinating of his own thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even matter what you think of the thoughts. It's just kind of awesome that people have become so obsessed with the world that they've really ended up like thinking about it that
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's kind of brilliant.
Yeah, say that about Killzone.
Yeah, I can't remember if these.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so we're.
You see here, these guys are annoying
Mm-hmm.
because of their shields. So you need to get around like. See, that's not.
Can you like kick them?
You can. I can kick them. Yeah.
Yeah.
My best bet though is to kind of
Get around behind.
get them to attack you.
Yeah.
Come on, attack me.
And you like flip reverse it.
But I don't want to be fighting like this.
Do a blazing
They
squad
can
on
do
them.
stuff with their shield as well. Cheeky fellas.
I bet they can. Yeah, you got him.
Cheeky fella.
Blazing squad this guy. Whoop, nice block.
I can kick, see. I can
Yeah, that works as well. Woodfella thinks he's just absolutely mental.
level up my pants to Calvin Klein.
Good on you, man.
Pretty amazing
Yeah.
suggestion, to be honest. I don't think I can. I don't think there are any. Are there any other underpoints? I might allow myself to wear a different type
Still
of
keeping
underwear.
Oh yeah,
I
obviously.
think I must never
But as
had.
long as they're still just pants. Oh, hang on. So your pants is an actual thing that you're wearing?
I think so. No, maybe it isn't actually. Maybe it is.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I think that seemed like it'd just be like the default
I don't know.
when you're not wearing
I just
anything.
don't know, man. I think it probably is, yeah.
It'd be great if you could get different. If you could upgrade your pants.
Okay, 1,000 souls.
For
That
bow.
sounds reasonable to
All
me.
right.
And then get some standard arrows.
Now, do you
45.
just need to buy? Oh, you actually have to buy individual
Thank you
arrows.
kindly.
Yep.
Oh boy, can you
Just get arrows for free. What do you think this
can
is?
you collect them after you've shot them?
No.
Oh,
No, this
that's
is Dark
great.
Souls. It's horrible. Everything is horrible. Everything is horrible. Are 45 arrows enough for me to do the dragon territory? That's the question. I can't remember.
I there's a fella at the fire. I never realised that. Hey, there's the ladder.
No, that's not the fella. They're just like, they're ghosts.
Oh, okay.
They are just ghosts from other worlds, my friend.
I like that.
They are just other people on their own adventures throughout the cosmos. No, I went spacey there.
You did.
I love
you
the
went,
word.
you went a bit Bowie.
I was going a bit clangers, I thought, really. I just love the word cosmos.
Okay, so that's the
Cracker.
dragon. And that's the dragon we saw earlier, right?
Yep. Here's the dragon we saw earlier. Okay. So you can play that. It would be
Not like Dragon's Dogma, which class lingerie as armor.
Yeah. Dragon's Dogma. But also, Dragon's Dogma let you cross-dress, which I thought was fantastic and really funny. Like, it was like carry-on adventuring.
That was fantastic.
God, you've got to love Japanese games,
Yeah.
right?
Do you think, what was it called, Deep Down? Do you think that's actually Dragon's Dogma, or do you think that's a whole new IP?
I don't know. I wouldn't
It'd be
be
interesting.
surprised if they are, like, maybe trying to work out if it's worth having
Sure,
it.
continuing
I
that.
don't know. I don't know. They might be kind of thinking, well, it's a new IP.
Yeah.
Because people always say it's best to launch a new IP with a new system.
yeah.
And there's a lot of kind of hard numbers evidence for that. So maybe they'll just sort of make it'll be like the spiritual
successor.
I think it's term, but I think that might be.
Sure. Either way, that I
45
want to see.
hours.
I want to know more about that game.
45 hours are probably good enough.
I'll take your word for it. So what's your tactic for the dragon then?
Right. Well, I'm not going to kill the dragon because that'd be mental.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this.
You missed.
So
So,
this
Oh.
is something that you just will never work out.
is this just a thing that you know now? That you,
This is something I know now
yeah.
that I wish I would know.
So
Can't be
you
bothered doing this.
you're just shooting the tail,
Yeah, I'm just shooting the tail.
and that's damaging him,
Yeah. Not him.
not him.
It's damaging his tail.
Okay.
Rubbish at him.
And by damaging the tail, that's doing what?
You shoot his tail off and
Uh-huh.
you get a dragon sword called Drake sword.
Oh, you were talking about this
and
earlier.
it's the best sword.
Right.
It's just amazing. But
The fact that there's no indication whatsoever that
No.
you can do
But
this.
to be fair, like if I'd had a bow and arrow,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
would have thought actually.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder
it's
if I
not.
could shoot his tail.
Yeah, but it's not just a case of one shot and then ooh, tails come off. It's like you'd have to do this and keep doing this. Like I would have given up by now. I'd be like, okay, this is not doing much.
Yeah, I guess so. Especially because you can't see a health bar for his tail. I mean, there might be a health bar like
Yeah.
way up in the sky or something. I don't know, but I don't even know who worked this out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm wondering.
I
It's
found
like,
out from a guy who from Edge magazine. I found out from a guy in America, from an American publication. But
Yeah.
I wonder if the guy from the American publication had
Yeah.
been told by PR or Dev, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where
It seems like one of those. It seems to be like it'd be an urban myth sort of thing. It's like, hey, have you heard? You shoot this tail like 19 times, and then you get this magical sword that's the best sword in the game.
it does.
And someone's like, no, that's not right. And then someone eventually tries it.
And then goes, oh my
boy.
days.
Yeah.
But in this one, no, this will be enough. You don't have to fire like that many arrows, I'm sure. I don't know.
Well, I've got 32 left. So.
Yeah, I'm concerned though, because if I fire all 32 and it's not enough, then this has just been a waste of time.
You're screwed.
If that is the case, actually, I'll just carry on without it.
Yeah.
I think I'll be alright.
So you did miss a few.
I did, but I can't remember how many arrows it takes.
If anyone watching knows how many arrows it takes, or can Google very quickly.
I think, well, no, the thing is, it depends on your stats.
Oh.
If you've got more dex,
Yeah.
you do more damage.
Gotcha.
How
How will you know?
will I know?
Yeah, the
Well,
tail will actually come off?
someone says about 20. Yeah, I thought it was about 20.
Okay. Lowest dex.
Nice.
Right, okay. So we started with...
I'll be fine. I'll be done pretty soon.
Yeah. Nice one.
Come on, Mr.
Thanks,
Dragon.
reassurances, for reassuring us. Your name doesn't lie. Oh.
Yeah, I have to be careful with this. I've got to be.
We're good. We've got
I've got to be
loads.
careful. Yeah, no, actually, I have got loads. It'll be fine. I don't think I can use Drake's sword yet, actually. Maybe I can use it two-handed. But I'll be able to use it shortly, I think.
Thanks, Rhino. You're the opposite of reassurances. Saying it's going to take one more than we've actually got.
Yeah, we're going for the Drake sword. We'll just jump back in.
Yeah.
You know it. Well, you know what? I figure, like, you've got to take.
Yeah.
If you're a man and your pants and the whole world's against you,
Exactly. When life deals you pants,
make
Get-
pant lemonade.
yeah, and get the Drake sword.
Make lemonade with pants.
Yeah.
Come on.
Take that lemonade and put it in your pants. No, I've lost it. I went too far.
When life gives you lemons, let's get sexy with lemons.
With lemons.
That's going to be my
Yes!
Oh,
Oh, nice. It literally just gives it to you.
Just gives it you. Doesn't make any sense.
That's ace.
That's probably the only time in the game when that happens.
That's so cool.
It's just such a weird game. But the best game, I do need to keep pointing out that it is a weird game.
Yeah.
But it is also the best game. I can wield it with two hands.
Cool.
That's not bad, actually, to do that.
Nice. It looks cool. It looks like a cool sword.
Just remind myself of the swings.
Getting sexy with lemons and sting. You're not wrong, Hugo. You're not wrong.
Okay, I remember that using the secondary on that is a really bad idea because it heavily degrades the quality of it. These guys might
Oh,
kill me.
wow, really?
These guys might kill me. Oh,
Poisoned? Shitball. Yeah. Yeah, then they're gonna kill you.
Kill me.
Yep.
I'm gonna get killed by rats unless I can do this.
Drink it. Getting good.
Have I got anything that could reduce poison at this stage? I don't. I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah.
The thing is, I thought I'd use the shield, but I think poison goes through the shield.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would have really helped. I completely mistimed my thing. The thing is, once you've got resistance up, they're not a problem, because you've got better poison resistance. It's just like, whatever.
No biggie.
You're trying to poison me, you can't
Yeah.
poison me. But at this stage, I very much can.
Yeah.
And I've not got any.
So is that poison ticking over while you're in the menus?
Yeah, it
then?
is. Look.
Yeah.
Well,
There
no,
it
the
is.
menus, there's no pause.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough. I think I've got enough Estus flasks to keep me alive.
Keep you ticking.
I hope.
It's a testament to how amazing the game is that there's so many people still playing a good 60 odd months on that. Yeah, absolutely. And I haven't even played this yet.
Yeah,
This is still on my list.
It's amazing.
It's
I think
still
it's a
on my
really good game
list.
to watch as well because it's like watching your favourite movie. You know what's going to happen every
Yeah,
bit,
but it's
like,
still-
but except in this case, it's like most people watching this will know where all the endings are.
Yeah.
And they'll know all the bits where I could potentially get really screwed up. That's not a
Run
bad
past
shout.
Boar through the door before he closes it.
That's actually a pretty good shout.
This is a weird thing. I've actually played this little section here.
Did you play a demo?
I didn't play the demo. This is long time ago. Ooh.
This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. No, he's going to close it. No, he's going to close it. He started closing it. Maybe he didn't close it.
Okay, would run up the right and you can get through without fighting the boar. Zach Club's up the tower.
Yeah, you can. Basically, there's a guy, I did this last time I played it.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy who runs off and pulls a lever, which
Sure.
closes the door,
Yeah.
and then you have to take a long route round, and you go through this horrible little area where you get jumped on by all these little dudes.
Okay.
Um,
So that bit there, you were trying to run right past to
I
get
was
through the
trying
door
to get
before he
past
closes.
the door, but I fluffed it up.
But you think he might not have closed the door?
I don't know. It hadn't started moving, so I don't know. It's whether or not he actually pulled the thing.
Sure.
I don't know how it works. If he pulled the lever and it was about to start moving,
Yeah.
then in the game world it might have happened already.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, I might be able to do it again. I might have a second shot.
We'll find out. Marine,
Come on.
welcome back. No, we killed the big dude.
I hate this guy. This guy really naps me off. He's like,
Get the Drake sword.
oh, quick. I hate this guy. He's just such an annoying burp.
Such an annoying dude. Why is he got to be so annoying?
It's like you just gotta wait for him to like pop out, and then you can kill him really easily. But sometimes he's just like, and then he stands behind the wall for ages. It's like you are slowing me down, bud. Like,
What's your problem,
seriously.
you prick?
I'm gonna try and spear these rats. I reckon
God,
spearing
we've got
rats
the
is
rats
a good
again.
shout.
Yeah.
Is it
Range. Oh. Yeah. Take
Yeah.
that,
Okay,
rats.
I didn't get
good
poison this
good
time.
tactic. Good tactic.
Spearing the rats.
Nice.
Yeah, you think you're all that? You ain't
you-
nothing. You a rat.
You ain't got nothing on
You
me,
a
man.
dirty one word.
You got nothing on me.
Fight the knight that protects the tower. No.
Is Zeklib's trolling you?
Hang on. Who was taken out of the first patch?
Matt, who was taken out after the first patch.
Who was I talking about? Sorry, you've got to bear in mind that the text chat is
It's often like, no, about 30 seconds behind just because of Twitch encoding.
There are two things you need to be aware of. The text chat is 30 seconds behind, and most of the time, everything that comes out of my mouth, I don't even think about, and I can't remember what I said.
You were talking about the guy who closes the door.
Ah, no, he has closed the door.
He has closed the door. So the other options we have now is to something to do, go to the right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it non-stop.
Whoa!
Okay, I pushed one button now.
Bloody
It's
boar.
fine, that's fine. Just a boar, dude. Chill
Yeah,
out.
you'd be massive boar. Oh, I get
I did
eaten.
not see that guy.
Yikes.
I did not see you, sir.
So you've opted to go back to the... Oh! You opted to go back to the club there, but we just got the best sword in the game.
Yeah, but I can't use it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Fair enough, fair enough. Run up top. Does that make sense?
Run up top. Yeah, I could run up top,
Yeah.
but the thing is, no, I don't want to do that. Whoops. Sorry, chap. I don't
Hello,
want to
mate.
fight you.
No,
Actually,
no.
it was an accident. So if we could just,
Just, you know, just if you can just die.
yeah, you just die,
Like-
and we'll just leave it at that.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're a real champion. Real champion. Get
This is
it?
what you get when you do not fight the Tower Knight. I'm not fighting the Tower Knight.
That is his tower. Exactly.
Get the alluring skulls and throw them in the fire. That actually is a pretty good shout. I'd never thought of that.
Sounds like crazy talk to me.
I tend to kill him by just luring him into the fire by standing near the fire. But actually getting the alluring skulls,
Now,
I can tell with reassurances as somebody who's played this game probably a lot more than I have, and maybe actually like looked up how to do stuff on the internet. Or maybe not. Maybe he's worked it all out for himself. Don't wanna be slagging
maybe
people
he's
off.
just a savant. Maybe he's just like a Dark Souls savant. Who are we to say? Who are we to say? This guy's being a prick again. Oh.
Flipping. Right, you're going off the edge.
Yeah, get off the edge. Yeah. Try it, he says. I think that's in relation to the alluring skulls. What?
So you can play this stupid spear
Yeah.
game, eh?
You got a spear? Well, I got a spear as well, bro.
I got spears.
Get speared,
They're
son.
multiplying, and I'm stabbing some rats. Right, I'm not going to stab rats this time.
Secubs is brilliant. Can't even backstab. Do you even Dark Souls? Bro. Do you even Dark Souls? Get on my level.
tried
Whoa,
to.
you smashed
I
them.
tried to, yeah, this is definitely better than the spear. I'm just
Yeah.
experimenting because I never really bother with spears. Apart from the Titanite catch ball. Titanite catch ball is beast if you
Yeah.
can get it in time. But this club is awesome.
Heater shield at the first merchant is 100%, as is the red and blue shield not far from where you nuffed it. All those words. I'm just feeding information.
Yeah, I know. There is a red and blue shield pretty near here actually. It's not too far away. I'm just wondering if I want to go up the stairs before. What I should do here actually
Yeah.
is not attract that dude.
The ball.
I shouldn't have run out. I don't know why I did. Well, I ran out to retreat.
Yeah.
But that was dim. Because what I want to do here is I just want to go, wait, hello. And that should attract just enough attention.
Just
to turn
aggro
around.
that guy.
Just there's an aggro, you aggro guy there, and there's a guy around the corner
Okay.
as well. I don't know if that's aggro the guy around the corner.
This reminds me, weirdly, this mechanic of aggroing guys just reminds me of old MMOs.
I thought you were going to say that. Yeah, it's properly like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
That whole thing of like learning to play dungeons where people are like,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to run along this wall and jump
Yeah,
off this ledge.
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, really?
And there'd always be that pickup group where one person didn't know.
Yeah, I was always that guy. I was like, guys, don't we want to fight the orcs?
like,
Why are we
no.
running past the orcs?
You idiots.
We should fight them, man. That's what we're here to do,
Yeah.
eh? But yeah, it's like, no, we don't want to fight the enemies. We're in a dungeon.
Yeah,
It's
just
like-
want to get to the boss and then get the loots.
Luckily, this isn't as nonsensical, but
Okay. Millennium? Dark Souls is actually really easy, as long as you don't sneak around every corner like a wuss.
okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I'll bear
Have
that
you
in
noticed
mind.
we are in our pants? Just pants.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
I'm
Sec-
slightly cautious because of the fact that I am
In your
playing
pants.
this in my pants.
Yeah. The characters. We are
Got me
fully
loads
clothed.
of
Good block. Good block.
stuff. It'll do.
Millennial says Demon Souls better than Dark Souls.
Demon Souls better than Dark Souls? Controversial. I think actually I like both, but I think I prefer Dark Souls. Just because I really like the way Dark Souls was compartmentalized.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked in that, it was like you go to a world and you get screwed around so you can fuck it up into another world.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it's like, lol, lol.
Noob. Hi guys. So
But
our colleagues going home.
in this,
Yeah.
it's sort of like, I like the way it all ties together. And you have the sense of how far you've come. Being able
Yeah.
to see stuff off in the distance and being like,
Wow, I've like come from there, now
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, that's cool. You get a better sense of the world, I guess, then. Alluring skull in the fire from there.
you reckon I can throw it in the fire from up there? I mean,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh no, there's a fire down there. I was thinking the other fire.
Right,
That
right,
one.
gotcha. In that fire, is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm just going to deal with this guy first.
Yeah,
'Cause this guy is,
yeah, from the
hey,
bridge.
don't
yeah,
piss
right,
on my chips, man.
Smash. Hulk smash. Zekubs, if this is only a pants stream, why does he shirts and stuff? The pants only is in referencing the character, not us. We are.
No, I'm keeping these clothes on.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't pay me enough to take my clothes off on camera.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. Maybe one day, maybe one day. But for now, I
It's a
thought.
niche market. But.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not amazing at this game, like, by any means. I do love it.
Oh,
though.
another guy.
That's easy one. Look at him drinking a drink. Let me just
Hey,
have
they
a,
drink drinks as well.
let me
Though.
have a drink of me lemon drink.
Oh, I've got my Lucas
I
head.
just want a bit of me weak lemon drink.
Weak lemon tea.
Don't know what that's from. You will need a weak lemon
Lee and Perrins, isn't it?
drink. That's it.
Alright,
Okay.
here we go. Don't F this up.
I think I did it. Yep. Come on.
So what's that going to do?
Basically, that's going to lure him
Uh-huh.
to go and stand in a fire.
Oh, nice!
These creatures love snacks so much that
Oh,
they will happily burn to death
yeah, to get treats.
just for the love of snacks.
Good one.
Go on.
Go on, you bore.
Oh,
Again, we did do it again.
I did it again. I think it must have been. That one should work. For
Yes.
Lovely snacks.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, this hummus is on fire.
Hummus too
Of
strong.
course it's hummus. I mean, yeah, like as you all know, giant metallic armored pigs love a bit of hummus, and we're all partial, admittedly, but
I love hummus.
no one loves it quite as much as that dead pig.
He
who we
he
will
loves it to
never
death.
ever see again. We'll never see that pig again.
Really?
That's one of the enemies. Some of the enemies in this don't come back.
They're just unique.
So yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Well, no, actually, there are some later in the game.
Okay.
But that pig, not that pig.
Well, the other pigs don't love hummus as much as that guy.
Not as much as that. They do love it.
Yeah. That guy really
But,
loves
that
it.
guy's like well into it.
You could say he loves it to death.
How you go playing? You want me to take Havel's stairs? We actually, you might have missed it earlier, we did actually bump into Havel at the stairs. We
Good old Havel.
try to do a bit old. I'll try and take on this knight, actually.
Oh, was that the guy that you were like, that guy's nails?
Yeah. The guy, Havel is nails.
Yeah.
I don't think I can take on
The
him.
guy who chased you?
He takes so much damage as well.
Yeah.
He's so fast.
Tower Knight, Sekub says. Oh, is that the Tower Knight?
That's the tower.
Right. This is like Benny Hill now.
This guy's probably gonna beast me, but, we'll see, we'll see. I'll take him out to the open and see how we get on.
Alright, do it. One strike, Matt. One strike.
It's not good start.
Nope.
Oh! Flipping. One strike. One strike. What does that mean?
I don't know,
Think
maybe.
I can kill him in one?
That doesn't seem right to me.
Or is that not the Tower Knight? Is the Tower Knight someone else?
I'm not too sure.
That is the most amazing troll. Like, wait till I die and then go, it is his tower. Oh. Did you think you could take his tower like that? Did you really think you could take his tower?
It's the Tower Knight.
You are a
of
fool.
course. Of course.
Now you are dead.
That is fantastic.
Fantastic trolling there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Second.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
Second.
don't like this guy. They are, like, quite struggle anyway.
Who said we couldn't backstab, by the way? Who
I
said
can
it?
backstab. I can totally backstab.
We just showed you.
I just, I fluffed it out earlier.
Oh, nice block.
Come on, just come out and boring. This guy's the most boring dude in the whole game. Like, I cannot count the amount of time I've spent waiting. Come on, like, just come out!
You know,
Like, it's such a ball ache. And now
you
going
kick him off the ledge.
Try to. Keep timing over left
Nice,
side.
nice. Tower Knight is nowhere near as bad as Ledge Knight.
Ledge Knight.
Is there a Ledge Knight?
There is a Ledge Knight. Ledge Knight is well, Ledge Knights. There are two of them.
That's brilliant.
They are really bad.
That's
That's
brilliant.
probably actually the one point in the game where I think the vast majority of people give up. It's quite late
Ledge
in the game,
Knight.
but there's a point in the game where it's just like